Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And for my new subscribers, I'm glad you're joining us. My name is Yvonne. Today is maybe a craft along, or I want to do a small collage in a notebook. I made this just a couple of weeks ago or a month ago. I want to document a bit all the things I make for YouTube and all the information I need to put with a YouTube film. So I thought I took just a plain notebook I had already and finally put to some use. So the days I do something for YouTube or crafting related, I'll put in here. And the begin pages, I took some pages out because in the beginning I made a lot of mistakes writing and I'm too perfect for that, so I tore them out and I forgot things to write down, which I wanted to write down. So I stuck a lot of pages together, some tape to reinforce it, and here I need to write what this notebook is all about. And here I want to make a collage, and that's the intro that I started documenting my things. I always need a lot of time to think what I want to make and how I want to make it. Collaging is not really something I do naturally. It takes really time. So I looked for inspiration and papers I liked, and I have some elements around me to start making the collage. I took a background paper. I will link the creators of the digitals down below. I really love this digital with all the different colors in it. So it took half. It was a A4, and I took half of it. And I have a tear ruler, but also a cutting machine that makes the rough edges, and I already inked it just for time purposes. I will glue this on because this will be my background. I will use glue stick now. Often I use double-sided tape because I like double-sided tape and it sticks really well. And I have a lot left from my scrapbooking days. So I'm trying to use up all kinds of things. I don't mind that the page is not covering it completely. It's just for some decoration in the start of the notebook. And if I want, I can always glue some, maybe I will glue some lace down here. But I don't want to make this bulky because I'm writing in it. I'm constantly, all the pages are fully written. So when I bulk this up, I'll get annoyed when I'm writing in it. So that's something I don't want to do. This is real vintage wallpaper I just recently bought from someone in France. I crinkled it a bit and some creases I inked already. So like just fold it a bit and ink it to make it more aged. I like that effect, so I crinkled it some more, tore some pieces and curled it up. and inked it. So for a more beautiful effect. I think I'll do that with wet glue because now it's more bumpy. We have a chain called Action in the Netherlands, and from my scrapbooking days I always use their all-purpose glue, and I'm very happy about it. And also still have a lot of bottles left. So when I use white glue, I use mostly that brand. I cut this just a bit smaller because I like it when the background paper is just peeking out. Yeah, the crinkling is a bit gone now, but that's okay. We can't have everything. I have a die cut of a doily, and I used it on kind of a ledger paper. It's my favorite green paper. For the ones people who follow me know that. I like that color green, and I cut it with the die cutting machine. And this is coffee dyed vellum. Really picks up. And I stamped it. I tried to stamp it and emboss it, but yeah, it didn't really work. It was a bit smudgy, so I just stamped it without the embossing. The embossing was beautiful, but yeah, it didn't work. I thought I'd place it a bit like this, and then this is my idea of with the doily, and then I pre-cut a lot of flowers, and accordingly to color I put them in plastic bags, all kinds of colors, so I always have them ready, and they fit perfectly in this small container. So I always have some die cuts to pick from. So I'll use the glue stick for the vellum also. So hopefully it will stick well enough, because that's always a bit of a problem with vellum or tracing paper. This is tracing paper. And these edges I curled up, so if it curls up a bit, I don't mind. It looks nice. And here, I don't mind if it curls up a bit. Yeah, that's something with glue stick also. It tears easily. I'll position it like this, then the flower will cover a bit of the tears. A wet wipe. again, I don't mind if it doesn't stick completely. It can be a bit loose because otherwise it's so precise. And I'm trying to loosen up a bit with all the precision things. I always use baking paper to glue on, because you can, with a kitchen towel or a wet wipe, you can remove the excess glue, and it takes a long time before this is not good anymore to use. So I really like that paper. Always a lot of work gluing flowers. But such a beautiful effect, I think, the die cut flowers. I really like them. In this bottle, there's no art glitter glue anymore. It's just the all-purpose glue of the Action, because I really like the small bottles with the fine tip. So I use the art glitter glue. I love the glue. That's not a problem. But it's expensive, and the all-purpose glue works also. So, but now I have some bottles. Very intricate flower, this one. And for this flower I used pattern paper. That's also when you don't want to paint or something, you can use scrapbooking paper that has a design on it. And it's also beautiful to cut your flowers. Let's see if I can curl that up a bit. It's my head in a way. It's such fun when it's curled up like that. And now my hard part. I was meaning to put something behind it, but doesn't matter. No. Let's see, for a small decoration or a label, and that's when my doubt starts normally. I can't choose, but we'll see how this goes. I put my labels, all the labels I have, I put them in plastic bags, and with a binder clip it hangs on my rack. For now this works. Let's see, the butterfly is always nice. Well, I also always like different shapes and a bit of a color. Let's see. And the other embellishments I have in these plastic envelopes. So these are all birds, and I've got one for butterflies, and they are in a plastic container. They're standing upright. That's the way at the moment I use them. Let's see. These I also like the small. I can't remember what they are called. A bit of a color. I'll ink it up because that's what's bothering me when I see it stands out more if you ink the edges, and I really like that. Then it doesn't blend into the background and it stands out a bit more. It looks different. Immediately it looks different. I don't know. I'm going to try a butterfly. Yeah, that could go there. It wouldn't interfere with the page. I always like to watch. I have a TV screen, and there I can see what I'm doing. So I can also check if the camera is filming okay, if I'm in frame, and it helps me also to see the complete collage. Sometimes I make a photograph and look on the computer the way it looks, and then it helps me to see what I'm missing or what I would like differently. And I forgot to ink these edges. I'm a big fan of inking the edges. Okay. Maybe this one, it stands out a bit more. My ink pad is losing. It's really rough. I like the butterfly, so I'm gluing it down because mostly I think way too much. For some people it's very easy. They grab things on their desk and they glue it down and it becomes beautiful. And I'm always doubting. Too many materials, too many options. I like the butterfly there. I always like these kinds of moments when I'm checking out a video of another creator, and I'm always shouting, oh, choose that, choose that. But they can't hear me, and now maybe you're telling me what to do, and I can't hear you either. Yeah, I like this one. No doubting anymore. Gluing it down. Maybe someday I will learn. No overthinking gluing. I hope you're all right. Most of the restrictions here in the Netherlands are gone, but we still don't have festivals or great or large, as I should say, large happenings where a lot of people come together. That's still not allowed. But yeah, overall, it seems a bit coming to an end. And I'm glad, because it wasn't fun. And it's too bad for a lot of people. Yeah, their income is gone. Very bad times. A lot of people are affected by the COVID, so. Yeah, I think I like it. Do I want a sentiment, maybe? Let's see, maybe if I want some words. I thought about, now my a complete bucket of lace dropped to the floor. I really liked a bit of lace here, but in my junk journal I would think that would be okay, but here it's too bulky for writing. But I always like to use laces. I have lots of words, way too many. Let's see. These are sentences. I don't use them very often. Ah, I like this one already. I forget to use them a lot of times. I forget that I have them. But it adds just a little extra to a page. Just real simple. That was it for today. I hope you liked this video. Maybe it gave you a little inspiration to make a collage of your own. And I'm very grateful for a like or a comment or you subscribing to my channel. It will help me to grow a bit. So As always, thank you very much for watching and supporting my channel. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.